Hey gang, we're back at Mount Carmel today, and we're actually with Denise, back with Denise. Remember the Mastrangelo Mausoleum? That's it right there. And we're actually going to meet with Uncle Robert today, with Denise, to hear more about the family. And we are coming up on section 26, I was told, and I do see her car. So they are here already, and we'll just keep the camera going. I don't know if you all remember the Mastrangelo Mausoleum that we were able to get a look in. It was quite an interesting episode with those pictures. I don't know if we're going to have pictures today at the grave, but I know Uncle Richard's going to have some stories. Yeah, I see them up ahead here. Here's the grave. I see it's right by the grave of Joseph Giunta, who was the toad. He was remember we saw this amazing monument here? He was a mob guy. Well, let's see what we have here. All right, we've got the camera rolling. This is Denise, if you remember, from the Mastrangelo. And thanks for having us, Uncle Robert. Mm-hmm. Okay, Uncle Robert, tell us about the family. More about the family.
We were just going along here in this crazy farm because that's the mother, Philomena.
Oh, there's Philomena.
Who died in 1990, and I don't know where she was buried, but all they come up with was maybe a shin bone.
Ah.
And they buried that. And then Israel is Miriam's husband, and Angela is the son.
Okay.
Now, if you look, my grandma lived all the way to 1968. She was like 98 years old. And she watched her husband and son. He dies in 1930. Angelo, 39 years old, dropped dead in 1936.
Wow.
Right there in that miserable depression, too. Right when they needed some money.
Right.
My uncle, my dad, and my grandma, no, they didn't like it.
So Philomena, they have part of her buried here and part of her...
Yeah, there was whatever they can find in the old country.
Well, when she died, what happened? Did she get dismembered or something?
No.
Like, what do you mean? Huh?
She died in 1919.
Okay.
And she was decomposing.
Oh.
So when they dug up whatever they could find,
I got you. So
probably in the 30s when they built this. So she'd been dead a good 20 years almost.
So they moved her over here.
They moved what they could get out of the ground, right?
Oh.
That's why it's a weird story. It's all it is a leg bone.
Only a leg bone.
But that would be my grandfather's grandma.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, we're
talking
1848.
So probably she was not in a vault; she was in a coffin.
Oh yeah,
and it was all rotted
whatever
away.
When they get something, they were like, "Well, grab that and let's get out of here." And it looks like a leg.
Wow!
Whatever.
Don't forget about the other two people.
And then you have two boys. You know, my dad and my grandfather. You know.
Right.
Well, my grandfather and my great grandfather.
Right.
He's born in 1872. She was born in 1872. They got married, same age, probably high school sweethearts.
Right.
And they have him. And then they have a whole lot of girls over there. That's Shea, Bourdon.
Okay.
And Rose and Joanne, and none of them made babies. You had all these ladies. Half didn't get married. The other half. Well, man, Ray got married, but no, her and Uncle Joe, no babies.
No babies, no family.
Baby, don't you strike at that baby, you brute.
Okay.
So he ends up in here because he dies at the age of 39. But his wife, she's in the mausoleum because
right.
the old man had it all lined up, but he didn't like him. Why didn't he put him in there? He didn't want him in there, that's why.
Because he didn't like
Because
him.
he didn't like
him, so he doesn't-
not like his
So
nephew.
he can't come in the mausoleum.
Can't come in the mausoleum.
So
Did not like his
He had to go with his
son-in-law.
parents.
Not even to visit.
He was so jealous. Because if he was lucky, maybe he was making $40, $50 a week, you know, with these apartment buildings. He was a millionaire.
Oh, he was?
Oh, yeah. You don't buy a house like that in the
Well,
cemetery.
yeah, right.
But he hated his son who was making more. He was making like $400 a week. Cadillac,
Right.
wine,
Right.
trips to Italy. He was playing
What did they
a
do?
cornet.
Oh, they were musicians?
Well, he was.
And he's making a lot of money doing
Well,
that.
yeah, because the roaring 20s. There
Right.
was work everywhere.
Wow,
Till the
interesting.
movies. And that's why he's dead. 'Cause there ain't no work. No more. No more theater. No more blowing cornets. You did a popcorn wedding, they call it.
Yeah.
And the guy got a shot of anisette and the girl got popcorn. Yeah, shut up and have a beef sandwich. That's how we can afford it.
So he got
It's the depression.
shot.
You got nothing. Who got is what you're saying today. You got nothing.
Wow.
So if you were smart, you bought a box like this.
Right.
Now you're open. In 1930, it just started. So he drops dead. He's got his mother already in.
Right.
He never expected his kid to
Wow.
join him that early. But he ain't gonna go to Grandpa's house. That guy want nothing to do with him.
That's a
Malandrine, they call him Malandrine.
right.
Scorched out of the morning. He bothered the dead. And all he wanted was like $3,000 to keep his house in Cicero.
Right.
Nope. He
Right.
got nothing.
Well, that's
That guy had a restaurant, a barber shop, apartment building. He had a dog. He made the dog hold a pipe. Like this. And my Uncle Bob loved dogs, but
yeah.
my grandfather was a real prick. Oh, God, yeah. Maybe he was a great-grandfather, master.
Very
Yeah,
interesting.
that guy was it. I'm glad I never met him. Because his mother,
Yeah.
I mean, my grandmother was not easy.
Yeah.
She was tough. It's Izzo.
Let's take a look.
It's right here. And Shea and Bourdon on the other. They got that.
Quite a story.
Well, it was nice. They're all facing one way, but because they have both names, you'll just, they'll go there. So, one of them. Yeah, it's right here.
Now these would be the daughters,
There it
the
is.
younger ones,
This would be
or
Philomena's grandchildren,
okay.
or Angelo's sister, Israel's daughter. Yeah,
Got
right
it.
there.
Ah,
There it is.
Yeah, I see the Izzo
Yeah, and so
family plot
these
marker.
are the ones. The girls didn't get married,
Oh, yeah, and this is it. Yeah.
right? So they're all
These-
the girls that didn't get married. Here's Rose and Joanne and Mary,
Rose, Joanna, Mary Grace.
and then she did get married. That's Aunt Jess Guerreri. She married him.
Jessamine? Looks like.
Guerreri's the last.
Guerreri,
Yeah,
okay.
Jessie, we call her.
Okay.
She died when I was only like 5. I know I couldn't go to the funeral.
Okay.
I knew these two.
So we got Rose,
Right, they're all Izzo. And then on
Joanna.
this side is
Mary Grace.
Dr. Joe.
Okay.
He was a dentist.
Holy cow, there's a whole bunch here.
And that's Aunt Ray. That's the older sister. And that's why it's Shea and Bourdon.
Okay.
So Uncle Louis was Bourdon. Louis Bourdon, a Frenchman.
Okay.
He was died in 1958. Right after the war, 47.
Okay.
Camp Phil.
All right.
Ray, she lived in 1986,
Okay.
and he died in 72. Dr. Joe. He was a dentist. And all of them are like this.
They're all around us here.
All over.
This whole open area. Wow.
There's 4 here and there's 4 there.
Okay.
Pretty good. Oh, another group. Look at that. I love those cars. I want to buy one.
Oh, they're coming.
Hearses.
We got a funeral procession.
You know
coming
what?
Here.
They're dying to get in here. Every day.
That's what they say.
Oh.
Any stories you can think of them? It just kind of led their lives.
I
and
mean, they were nice women, but she was a good school teacher at Prosser.
Okay.
Aunt Ray, and they lived in Oak Park. They had more money than God. They had no children. They had an apartment. You would swear it was like a house. It was so beautiful in Oak Park. They
Right.
always bought nice cars. Matter of fact, your grandfather got his first car was the '67 Impala, Uncle Joe's old car. Because he had to drive all these ladies. Oh, God, they all came to our house. My mom would throw the wonderful, like New Year's Eve. She'd make pizza bread, beer, Green River, party on, Garth. Just have it all.
That's great.
You want to stay up till midnight? After midnight, we got the Marx Brothers. You stay up all night. We were asleep.
And the three girls lived together until.
And they all, yeah, they had a condo in Arlington Heights. Aunt Rose and Aunt Joanne. And Aunt Ray had her own apartment right in the same building. But no, they never left each other.
Very tight-knit family, huh?
Well, that's
Very
how it had to
Italian.
be.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't let your old mom just fall off.
Right.
So you gave up marriage, so you would be there all the time. Just take care of her.
Right.
And that's how my uncles were. But with Italians, they don't let you leave. My dad was like, I got 4 kids, I'm living in the basement. Robert's sleeping in a stroller. He goes, we got to ask Mrs. Miller to move, and we'll take the 2nd floor. Now we got 3 bedrooms, no cabinets. It was a real stark house. I mean, it was terrible. When we grew up, that was our neighborhood. That was our home.
And that's Dr. Joseph?
Dr. Joe Shea.
Yeah.
And Karen's a dentist. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a black office, man. It was downtown. Black chair, black spitball, whatever they call it, spittoon. I didn't like it. Now it's about that big. Best part was you go downtown though. So my mom was like, oh no, we're gonna have lunch. We just gotta go see Uncle Joe. I'm like, oh no, here's my mom.
Oh no, Uncle Joe.
Oh, he was a good dentist, but
Yeah.
no, not pain-wise. He didn't.
Ah!
They didn't have like Novocaine.
They just drill
He'd
away.
put mercury in your hand, and the ball would roll around. That's against the law now.
Yeah, you can't give children mercury.
Oh
Live
my
mercury in
gosh.
hand.
It's not a toy.
They might as well give me a cigar.
Uncle Robert, thanks for all the great stories.
You're welcome.
I want to shake your hand.
No problem, kiddo.
And that'll wrap it up for today. And thanks so much to the family for sharing this with our channel. And that'll do it for today. Stay healthy.
I like you. I like you. I think you do like a good, like a 30-minute format.
Yeah, we
Because
try
I
to.
watch them, and if they got real lengthy and dumb, like let's read all the names on the walls. I don't want to see all that. I want to hear what the hell this guy had to say about his life.
Well, Uncle Robert likes the channel.
Oh, I like it.
All right.
I like your work, sir.
Thanks, buddy. All right, everybody, signing out here from Mount Carmel Cemetery.
Here we are in the lovely hillside of Illinois. All right, we're
right.
gonna
Head out.
Flight Henderson. That's
All right.
a cool name, like Flight.
Thanks, gang.
Thank you very much,
Take
Ron.
care.
All right.